Hi and welcome to Fun or Something. Today I'm playing Transport Fever 2. So it's been quite a while since the last episode, and right now we're at Piston Annex at Piston, and yeah, we have almost $500 million dollars or whatever it is. Well, there seems to be quite a lot of people in this station. Why is that so? Oh god. Okay, so we need to manage this route first. So yeah, today I plan that we create a new line. Yeah, this one's much faster. Let's replace that. I decided that we should create a new line that's going to go from our biggest cities, from St. Yves. It's going to go to Nelson, a small stop, to Hertford, and to Eastleigh. So it's going to go like that. And we might have a branch that goes to Siston, like a short little branch that goes to Siston, and it's going to go to Eastleigh. We should also create a line from Eastleigh to Wickwa, and from Wickwa we should create a direct route across the lake, but I'll do it in a later episode. We should create a line from Wickwa either to Hertford or to Nelson, so it goes towards the east, maybe even to Minster. Actually, I don't know which side this is. It can be, I think I said it's the north and this is the east. So we already have this eastern line that goes through these cities, and yeah, we should also create a line that is like Medley, Nelson and Barton upon Humber. So we can create a lot of lines because this city is really big. It has almost 800 population. St. Yves has over 800 population. Minster, it's smaller city, only 250. Linton and Lynmouth, it's only around 200. So those are small cities. But Barton upon Humber and St. Yves, they are our biggest cities. Wicklow is pretty big as well. And Medley, not that big, but still. And we have Eastleigh. So those are some of our larger cities. And of course Bradninch, and I don't know if we can create any more lines for Bradninch, because it goes over there, it goes over there. We cannot actually make a boat connection. It would, yeah, it wouldn't work. It would just be too stupid. But we can maybe create a direct line from Bradninch to Minster and further up Nelson, Linton and Lynmouth, so it can be a line like that, I guess. Or we can create a line that goes directly to Ripham and Watford Ripham or whatever. So we can create a lot of lines, but for now the main line that we'll be doing today is St. Yves, Nelson, Hertford and Eastleigh, because it's going to connect Eastleigh, which is a fairly large city, with St. Yves, which is the biggest city, and it will include these two cities so they can start growing and expanding because they're really small. I think they are the smallest cities because they have no connections whatsoever. Bolton is a little bit bigger. Oh wait, what's with God Manchester? It says emissions. Emissions are always a problem in this game, and yeah, I don't see how they can make such a huge problem in the city, because yes, in the modern times emissions now they are a problem, but they don't really affect your life that much unless the city is enormous and it has enormous traffic jams, and if it has millions of vehicles on the road at all times, then it can create health problems, pollution and smell. But now when the cities are fairly small and aren't really that many vehicles, emissions really shouldn't be that big of a deal. And yeah, it's the 50s, so people are now learning about emissions and uh, pollution and environmental stuff, but they didn't really take it that serious. So yeah, I don't see why emissions are such a big penalty. But then again, what type of penalty can you even add in the game? Because yeah, we need to actually think about it. If you don't have emissions, the only thing that will bring down the growth is the crowdedness of the stations and the traffic jams in the cities themselves, which rarely shows up. It shows up when your cities are big, or when, for example, you have let's say you have one city here, one city here, and another city here somewhere, and you have a direct road. For example, Siston, it's not connected to Eastleigh by road, so people from Madeley, they're not going to take their cars to Siston because they would have to go all the way around through Hertford, so they'll take public transport. But if we did have a connection from Madeley that goes through Eastleigh to Siston, there would be a lot of traffic in Eastleigh because a lot of people are going to move from Madeley and from Siston. Let's imagine that Siston and Madeley are big cities, and a lot of people would pass through the city and cause traffic. That happened to me, so I actually had to make underground tunnels that go under the city and around the city, and I had to build large avenues, and yet the large avenues really aren't that great, especially the 3-lane one, because the vehicles didn't know how to use them properly, so they always end up causing more trouble than good, because they aren't really that well made, and the intersections aren't really that great. But still, I just said that as an example. Right now we don't really have that situation here. We could have a situation from Godmanchester, but it's a small city. This is a big city, but there is very little interest from people to go from Barton to Badley or to any other city, so they aren't really going to pass that much. They are going to pass through Linton, but they're mostly only going to go to Linton. They're not really that interested in going further east, further north to a small city that is Badley Startleton. So we don't have that situation right now, so we don't have to worry about that. Look at that train. And yeah, I just said that as an example. So let's go. Oh, there's so much. Okay, so do they need a lot more oil? Oh yes, they do. Okay, well, let's configure this. And don't worry guys, I'll get to the actual line creation in a minute. So the fuel truck, we only have one truck here, which is weird, because we need a lot more of them. Actually, we need to see what's the rate. 141. So that's going to actually be enough. Yeah, it's going to be enough. And now the city of Godmanchester is going to grow, because in last episode, if I remember correctly, we set up the whole fuel oil line so that it can work like that. Yeah, and they also have here they are, the fuel boats, ships, whatever. And oh, this one is overflowing now. I'm pretty sure that Godmanchester doesn't need that much fuel. So let's see if there's any other cities that need fuel. Oh, Woodstock needs some. And we're not actually... Oh, we are delivering it. Oh, via truck. But with boat, we can go... Where can we even go? Who actually needs Bliston and Watford. So we could set up a ship line, but it will have to go all the way around, or we can set up a train line that goes somewhere here in the middle, and then from there we have two branches, one goes to Bliston, one to Watford. So this can be like a distribution center for the fuel. So that's something that we can do as well. Another city that needs fuel is also Ripham. So from that distribution center we can move it further south. And also Madeline. Actually, Madeline has its own fuel factory. And anybody else need fuel? Barton upon Humber, but they have their own distillery. So essentially, yeah, these are the only cities that need some more oil. So we can have, I don't think that we should have a distribution center here because they are mountains. So it's going to be up there, and then one line will go down there. But that's for the future. That's for the future. So now we were discussing the future. There's way too much oil fuel here. I don't. Why is there so much fuel here when God Manchester doesn't really use that much fuel? It doesn't make sense to me, to be honest. It doesn't. I'll actually buy another one of these because I can see that they're struggling. I can see it. And this is the fuel boat, and it brings quite a lot back. This is a passenger boat, and they're actually pretty good. This station is always overflowing with passengers, but that's not a bad sign. You see, now our train is coming in, so we don't have to worry about that. And look at this train, it's also almost full. And Barton upon Humber, nothing special is happening here. But let's create that line, and that line is going to boost, of course, the growth of all of these cities in the area. So I need to create a platform. Now where that platform will go, I clicked on the station, didn't I? Can we actually create platforms up here so that it's actually not really connected to the main building, but it's up there, the platform, so that I don't have to change these old ones. They can stay where they are essentially. So let's try and do it like this, as long as it can go, because they are 40 meters long if I remember correctly. So this is 120, I think so. Not sure. I'm going to check. I'll leave for a second, and let's see our train station. This one is 160 meters long. Oh, I forgot how do I flip it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this one's 160. So this, so far it's only 160 meters long. How long is this one? So yeah, it's long as like these platforms as well. I don't know why am I talking so weirdly, but that means that you're actually on a good path, and it's actually going to give the station a unique look, which is something, yeah, interesting. Yeah, I think that we can actually expand this platform as well. I mean, we don't have to, but we can, you know, just in case. But it's actually going to yeah, I'm not gonna do that. So nothing's going to be there. That's where it ends. That's it. And this is where it starts. And I'll actually build immediately 2 tracks. So in the future, oh god damn it, this is a platform. Because in the future we'll most definitely need another one. So because we made make another line that goes somewhere over there, or a direct line, so we're making it open for further expansion. Let's see if the platforms can fit in. Oh, they fit in nicely. We have enough money, so we don't have to worry about anything. I'm also going to build a passenger building here, I don't know if it can fit in. Oh, it fits in wonderfully, doesn't it? Yes, it does. That's actually pretty great. It looks the same as the other one, so maybe I should have used this one. Maybe it was too short. Yeah, I think it's actually fine. It's fine, guys. It's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. So we do have these platforms for the Santine station, and then we can start a new line that goes to Nelson and to Hartford. We can also make one that goes Nelson and Linton and Lynmouth. So I think that this time I'll use the oh yeah, there's a tunnel here, I forgot about that. I'll use the right one on the right side so that it can go there like this towards Eastleigh, and then we can have one that goes Nelson and Linton and or directly to Linton and Lynmouth, and from Linton and Lynmouth to Siston, so that can be like a direct line like that, so they don't have to go through Barton and like that. So there are so many lines that we can create here and just expand the network, but we'll do it later. For now we're doing this one because I think it will bring the most growth and the most benefits. So let's go ahead and build some more of these stations. They're all going to have high speed. So Nelson, because Hartford is there, will build on this side near the it's not copper, it's iron ore mines, and we'll build it there because this is a passenger. I need double tracks, yes, because this is a passenger line. So it will go like this. I hope I turned it correctly. Oh, I did not. Okay, let's do this again. This time I'm going to have to turn it around, and again, money is not a problem. We have plenty of it. So okay, we need to just flip it a bit like this. Yeah, that's going to be fine. And let's go to Hartford and then to Eastleigh. Now, as we can see in Hartford, I don't know where to place it. I can place it up here, up the mountain, or it can turn into a tunnel somewhere and go up over there. Let's build it over here, not on the mountain top, because that would be a little bit stupid, but it's just as bad over there. So maybe I can build it, let's build it up the mountain, you know, because why the hell not? Because where else would I build it? I can build it down here, but it will have to, it can turn into a tunnel down there, but that's actually fine. Because let's see, yeah, that can be pretty okay. Let's see where Nelson is. Okay, so I'll build it like this, maybe a bit like this. Okay, I will lower it down a little just so that it creates a tunnel. Let's build a road towards it, and we can build this road down there as well. Yeah, that will actually destroy, so let's just build it like this, who cares. And we need to see now here the Eastleigh, yeah, it's on this side, so we can just expand this station, and the station is elevated here like quite a lot. So let's go ahead and configure this station. Let's build a platform just like that, and I'll also build stairs, even though I don't think they really need it, but I'll still build them. Okay, that's the sugar right there. Okay, and one over here, because why the hell not? Okay, now let's go to tracks. Let's build some tracks. Okay, I think it's Okay, now we just have to connect it. We don't need 2 tracks yet or another platform, and also we can go from Eastleigh directly to Wickwar, but that's going to be a different line. That's going to go Eastleigh, Wickwar, and it can go even to Bliston later on, so that can be a line. And we should also like make actually expand this one that goes from Medley, Wickwar, Bliston, and this one is going to be Eastleigh, Wickwar, Bliston. So those are future lines. I mentioned like 50 future lines that we can do, because we really can do so many of them. Well, let's start from the beginning. So we need to connect this one to the Nelson station, which is over here. It has a collision with the road. Oh, with this as well. Oh, and also this thing as well. Okay. Okay, now. Let's say no. Okay, can it actually turn like this? Is that fine? Okay. Okay. Now we need to raise it. Okay, we need to raise it some more. Okay, this is going to be fine, just fine. Or maybe I can even raise it some more so that... Nah, it's fine. It's fine, guys, it's fine. So, let's see, maybe we can connect it directly now. Maybe we can. And we can. It makes a couple of level crossings, which is fine. It's completely fine. So this one, okay, maybe I made a little mistake, or maybe I have not. I have not made a mistake, or did I? Did I make a... No, I did not make a mistake. But I will connect this one over here, like that, because I don't think we have room on the other side. Okay, like that. Like this. They really have to slow down, but they have to go slow on the bridge anyways, so it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal at all. You should connect like this, and perfect. Wow, this station now and this city really looks like very interesting, like a marvel of engineering. And plus, when we have a third bridge that goes like this, yeah, that's going to be very cool. But for now, let's just deal with what we have at the table. Is that even the saying? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Here it is, Hertford or Hartford, whatever. It says 2 million. It will form a giant tunnel, which is completely fine with me. A little bit of level crossings. People are using this road. They need to upgrade, and this is the right track, right? It's the right track, right? It's the right track, right? Okay, right. And now I hope it actually makes a tunnel, which is great. It does. Now, where is... here it is, Eastleigh. Eastleigh. And it says it has a collision with that. Okay, we can fix that. We can fix that by not actually going there. And oh my Jesus Christ. Okay, I did not... Oh, it's just because... Okay. But we can go like this. Now let's see if this actually is going to work, but I think it will work just fine. Why are you like that? Like, you don't have to be like that. But this is... Is it fine? Because it goes really fast in the tunnel. Yeah, it goes really fast in the tunnel, but let's actually make it ground. Okay, yeah, that actually looks much better now. That looks much better now. Okay, so we built that. Now, let's see here. That was the right one, right. Okay, I did not build the left one. Yeah, it's actually, sometimes it's not really easy, the tunnel construction, because it can always like make some weird things for some reason. And it's also really hard to destroy track which is under the tunnel. But I'm really proud of this now, that it actually worked. But yeah, these people they can't have basements. But still, it's actually fine. It's fine, guys, it's fine. Okay, let's just go on a bit. That's nice. And you see this? That's something that happens a lot. If you miss it just by a little bit, and then you have a small amount of track that doesn't actually go, that doesn't connect, then you're going to have problems. And I had a lot of problems like that, where I would like spend a lot of time wondering why isn't the line working, why is it that the trains cannot make it to their destination, and all sorts of things. And then at the end it just turns out that I forgot a small little part of the track, which is like a big bummer. I always like to build signals in front of tunnels, because I think that's something they do in real life. They build signals at the tunnels and also at random across the track, and I hope that's Transport Fever 3, when it comes out, whenever that is, that it also includes bigger cities and metros and more city traffic, and also even bigger maps, because airplanes aren't really that useful on small maps, so you would end up not using them at all, maybe for some specific occasions or for specific reasons and situations, but most of the time you're not going to use them, because they aren't really that useful, they aren't that economical, they create a lot of emissions, they cost a lot, like I said, and they aren't efficient, and just there isn't a demand and the need for them at all, because there are other more efficient ways of transportation for passengers and also for cargo, unless you have a situation where something is really far away for like no real reason, so you have to use a plane to move things there. But still, planes are mostly not that useful. So I just have to finish up with the signaling. This time I didn't add that many signals. For a lot of other tracks and lines I add a lot of signals, but for this one I added a very small amount, because at the end of the day you don't really need that many signals. It's not really that much. You don't need this many signals. Like, look at all of these signals here. You don't need that many signals, especially if you have long trains. You really don't need any. You don't really need that many signals. Of course you're going to need some, but not that many. So now that we built the track, we can go ahead and create a line first, and then buy some trains. So it's going to go from St. Ives, it's going to go to Hartford, Nelson, sorry, and it's Hartford. So we have Hartford, and then to Eastleigh. and when it goes back, it already uses 2 tracks, which is great. It's going to go to Hartford again, but on a different platform. Okay. And then when it goes back to Nelson, it's going to use this platform. And that way we have a line, which I don't know what I'm going to call it. It goes to the east, maybe southeast, because it goes closer to the south, maybe. I don't know. Do I have northeast northern line? I have east branch, east express, east line, Eastleigh City bus. And yeah, this is east because the city is called Eastleigh. So east, Eastleigh. So yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense, guys. So yeah, I don't know how to call it. Maybe we can call it. We can't call it an express because it doesn't go just from 2 points. Maybe we can call it the southeast. Do we have a southeast? Do we even have any south? We have a southeast. Okay, so we can't call it the southeast. Wait, which one is the southeast? Oh, it's this one over here? Which one's the southeast actually? Oh, that's the southeast. Yeah, because it goes to the south and it's on the east side. Well, we can call it western because this is the west over here, so we can call it central. It's not central. Western line. Let's call it western line. I think that's going to be completely fine. So it's going to be called western line. Western line. So that's the name of it now. And yeah, everything's settled. Now we need a depot. Let's build one. Like, I think here it's going to be fine. Like that. Okay. Wait, I first need to connect it. Let's connect it with some tracks. Okay, and let's build a signal so they know when to leave. And let's buy vehicles. We can either do the Rotherfile or the rail bus. And I think I'll use the Rotherfile because it is the most useful one. I think we should immediately go with the 60 capacity ones. Let's get 4. And later on we might need more. And they're going to be purple because the line is purple. And they're going to go to Western Line. And let's see our new trains. Here they are, the Western Line. Yeah, they're purple like the Elizabeth Line. So that's nice. There's also a hole on the other side of the depot. Oh, it's a window actually. It's a window. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. And here they're going to cross the bridge. One of the 2 bridges. Actually, I really like the bridges. I know it sounds weird, but I really like them. Because they really do look like a feat of engineering, especially when there are trains crossing them. Look at this. Incredible. And when there are boats passing below, that's really cool. So we have a couple of these. 2 of them are waiting to leave, and they can access this line, I hope, but still I will configure it so that there is... Well, I can build a passenger building, can I not? Yes, I can. It says collision, collision, collision. We'll build a big building here, a big boy, and smaller ones over here. Will it connect to the road? It will. Nice. Very nice. Okay, now we have a big new building for the new platform, and now the St. Yves station really does look like a station for the biggest city in the, let's say, in the region, in the country, or whatever this is. Let's see, there are a couple of people waiting for the Western Line, and there are 15 people on the Western Line. So yeah, even though it just started existing, there are a lot of people on the line. So we'll keep St. Yves open, the tab open, and maybe I should create one of these tram stations here, so that they can stop here, leave people who want to go on the Western Line, and then over there. So let's go to these. I just need the passenger ones. Okay, we can build it here. Okay, now when I go to line, what is the name of this line? Only the one I see. St. Yves City Bus, even though it is the tram. So let's add another station, because I can see there are only 5 of them. Okay, so we should add a station over here. Okay, the Grove and Western. Okay, so it's working now. We have a couple of people waiting for the Western Line. Let's also keep the Western Line here as well, so that we can see how many people are waiting on the Western Line itself. They already made it over to Hertford and Nelson, and there are people waiting there as well. And we also can take a look at the Eastleigh station over here to see how many people are waiting for the Western Line, which is 18, which is actually pretty great considering that we just opened the line. And yeah, it's actually pretty great. Let's see, what's the closest train? Let's follow him. Where is it? Ah, here they are. So I have way too many tabs open, but who cares? It only has 5 people on it. Let's actually turn off the line. Let's turn off the Eastleigh station. Okay, now let's see how many people board, and we just unlocked new engines and new buses. So in the future we can actually, oh, there are 20 people now. We can actually expand our lines, which is pretty great. And let's take a look at this train, which has 56 people, and it's also purple. I see the errors of my way, because these they should be pink, right? Yeah, they should be hot pink, like that. That's more like it. Let's actually see how they look like right now. Will one of them pass through? No, they will not. So let's go and see. Yeah, they are. It's a lilac pink. But now we actually created a new line from St. Yves. So that's all for this episode. We did a line, it went great. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you think someone else would like the video, find it funny, send it to them. And if you have any suggestions, questions, anything you want to say, leave it down in the comments. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.